The Full Sail Digital Cinematography program teaches students everything they need to know to produce an independent film. Everything from coming up with story concepts to developing that story into a script, storyboarding it out, all of the pre-production involved in all the elements that need to be brought together to produce, direct an independent film. And in the degree program, one of the final things a student must do is their final thesis project, which takes all of the different parts, the editing, directing, production, permissions, all the legal rights, everything, brings it all together into one final project, the final thesis project, where students go scout, they find a client, shoot, produce, and edit, and disperse an independent film. And for my project, life taught me a few lessons along the way. My original plan was to do a feature about hip-hop culture in Hiroshima. And I went through, I found a client, a clothing store, and he knew musicians. I started to get in touch with musicians, scripted it, got the storyboard, everything all laid out. And it ended up falling through. And that's a life lesson. In the school, they teach the students, be prepared for anything that might come, because anything that can go wrong, there's a very good chance that it will. And in my case, it did. But fortunately, I pressed on and I found another client rather quickly, and I've been moving along and it's going well. And the plan I have in the production now is to really feature more on my aerial cinematography and using the drones and things like that. And I found the client, and I'm doing my production on drift racing. The elements behind it, and following the life of somebody who does drift track racing, and to take a look and to see what all is involved in that. I've gone through, I found the client near where I live who has a drift track. I've found talent, drivers, I'm beginning the scripting. I've got the script nearly finished. I need to write out the storyboards. After that, it's bringing all that footage back in and putting it together and putting it out there for the world to see.